something fresh where you get to see who's made it this far as we cut down the numbers. My name is Crystal Kwame. Are you your ultimate turn-up MC? I'm mightily pleased to be here with you. I think that it's time for us to start this whole process. We began this with the virtual auditions. Let's take a look at the tapes.
I go by the name Abi Anna. I'm a singer-songwriter from Ghana, and today I'm the designated judge for the selection process of Mentor.
Hi, I go by the name Nikwe. I'm a music producer. I'm into artist development, and I'm a music director and vocal coach.
My name is Kofi Boachiansa. I'm a record producer and a record executive. I am one of the judges for the Rising Star edition of TV3 Mentor.
Well, I'm looking forward to see real voices that can at least sing, because we're not meeting those artists physically. I'm hoping that when we watch the videos, their voice can evoke and then emote an emotion, and as well make me think that they have the star quality, so that when they are on TV, we can be sure that we made a great selection.
I'm looking for people that are really authentic, have a really original sound, and will give us exactly what we want in a fully packaged artist or musician. And that's basically what I'm looking for, and someone that's sellable, because they're going to go into the music industry or they're into the music market, and we want people that are really prepared for this. So
talents who have the whole package, the full package of being entertainers, people who have the looks, people who have the personality, and of course the sound.
I give you my heart, please take it every part. My treasure, darling, my time. Take my life, I give it all. Lion of Judah, you're the God strong in battles. You are he who was and is. You will reign forevermore.
His potential is high. I just feel like he needs vocal training, just because you can tell he's shaking. He doesn't have breath control. You can tell even from this. But
yeah, I just
potential.
like the timbre, like
yeah, his timbre is really,
his timbre is.
But part of that timbre is also pitch correction.
Exactly.
You can hear it.
Yeah, the character of the voice, the saturation. He's more of a standby person for me.
Standby, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel the personality come through. It feels a little gimmicky, like kiddie-ish, but to me.
I think there's a lot of studio work on the final presentation for me.
Absolutely.
For me, I don't think he cuts it.
Where you can stay forever, you can be sure that it will only get better. You and me together through the days and night. I don't worry, cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking, they can say what they like, but all I know is everything's gonna be alright.
I think we can.
Yeah. It's a yes for me.
He has a nice tone. He has promise when it comes to thrills and runs, but I think he needs a lot of work.
Yeah. Just training.
Yeah.
They will catch up fast. From what he's doing, you can tell. He's that person you need to guide him. When you guide him, he'll just take over.
Yeah.
I think he has a
And
good
this song is a difficult song.
Sorry, what do you think?
I think he has a personality.
Yeah.
From where he is, like he's enunciating very well.
His choice of song, first and foremost, given the unique challenges, but
Yeah.
I do appreciate how he managed to make the song his.
Yeah.
Okay, for me that was like the biggest positive for me. Moment of truth. Can we vote?
Should we give him a yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
Say yes for me.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet. Sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, sympathy, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when.
Voice, vocally, yes, she's there. Diction, she's there. Articulation, she's there.
So, and she'll tell you she knows.
Oh, Yaira, so far.
So far. Yaira is my favorite.
You've impressed me. Yaira has impressed me.
Oh, yes.
Oh, vote. It's a yes. It's a yes.
Moment of truth.
I want another yes card.
Yaira, yes.
If we could give it a goes in. Hey,
Goes in.
Goes in.
Let's keep it there. Goes in buzzer.
Goes in buzzer.
You know it's another OPK classic.
Holy Spirit, take control. Lord, I'm ready to be your own. Lion of Judah, I'm your Lord. Father, use me more and more. I suffer a Lord, the goodness and mercy, they always follow me.
Yeah, you have some.
Yeah.
But it's a 50-50.
It's a straight out no for me.
It's a 50-50 for me.
The only thing memorable about it for me was the classroom we
The video, right?
yeah.
The switch.
Yeah, this is a no for me. There's nothing memorable about it. His enunciation, his diction, his pronunciations, his cadence off. Doesn't work for me. Yeah. It's a no for me though.
Okay.
The first time we disagree on something.
Yeah, it's fine.
We are making progress.
So we should vote. For me, it's a yes.
Moment of truth. It's a no for me.
It's been a while. I know who I was before. You look surprised. Your words don't burn me anymore. Been meaning to tell you, but I guess it's clear to see. Don't be mad. It's just a brand new kind of me.
You could tell she's a potential singer. But at this stage, where we are going with this, trouble.
Trouble, eh? Don't be mad.
Because
What
you
do
see,
you say?
the thing is, she's used to a certain way of singing. Now, on learning these things,
It will take time.
during a competition, from experience, no. Give you a lot of headache.
She doesn't have the time.
Give you a lot of headache.
There's no time.
There's no time, yeah. Because to learn new habits, you have to unlearn the old
That
habits.
takes you
which
like
are
6
other-
to 8 months.
Yeah.
To get here. It took you.
Yeah. Send your brat here Ghana, one pebe and fa with Tibi boom or Bramoni Jekra, when you bid that Quapim Sabin boom, assassin will be any choice. Who ya say ya betum, a diachim quandia pisica, no pisica will be bottom. Ah. Many go swim betty boom, Conconsana with the farm and honor, Mate, Bama Yokum, much our friend acquaintance when you know what pair for boom, be free and be rust studio. That is where I call my home. Whoa. So many things to talk about. Much reme send me for her, but hell no, I choose my routes. Me go soon and I'm dimity pim na me jam rounds. I know say one day be fire shots, I can't you no be now. But
What do you think? You've heard people like
I
that.
am torn. First off, I don't think it's a freestyle because the verses are the same number
phrasing
of
is
bars.
very.
I think his rhyme scheme is too basic, and I hear too many rappers who rap with very basic rhyme schemes. So if, for instance, at the end of every line, the word needs to rhyme, and I represent that with an alphabet, it's going to be maybe. So the words and the rhyming words. So the regular words are numbers. The rhyming words are alphabet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, A.
Then we
I need variety.
We need variety. At least it should be A, A, B, B.
I need. The delivery is also too linear. We need a lot of rhythmic movement.
Movement on. Okay.
Okay? It's confusing all this hatred, something like an illusion. You're diffusing horrid statements in the papers like the Statesman. You understand? Then you impress me. This anybody on the street can
do this. So you think he's just a regular rapper?
He definitely has something because it's raw, but I don't know. I'm torn. So voting time?
It's a no.
It's a no.
No for me.
It's a no.
I can say that from all the submissions that came through, there were good artists, there were great artists, there were people that really touched us, and we've made a good selection, and I'm hoping that you see them.
So after going through most of the videos that were submitted, and since we didn't, it wasn't pretty much like a one-on-one thing, it was very virtual. So, so far, I think we have a couple of people that are really strong, that could actually be one of the people that we are expecting to actually get, that ultimate prize.
The expectations were pretty high, and I didn't want to keep my hopes up, and it was interesting. Having gone through a lot of the entries with my fellow judges, it was a mixed bag of emotions for me because there were lots of artists who I felt needed a lot of artist development. There were some artists who were amazing and who just blew my expectations, out of the water. And I am very excited and curious and expectant to see what these artists eventually become,
Welcome back. This is TV3 Mentor 13 with me, Crystal Kwame. Are you your ultimate turn-up MC? Now, before we went on a break, we brought you the audition tapes. After over 300 entries, we had to cut the numbers down to 20. Big thanks to all of our judges as well who helped with the selection process, because that was not an easy process at all. Thank you so much, Kofi Ansah, to Nikwe Ayi, as well as Abiana, the singer, for helping us with the numbers. Now, the 20 are ready. They are seated and ready for that conversation to enjoy and immerse themselves in the boot camp. I'm eager to see it, so let's go right ahead and meet them. Like out. Hello, 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 hello. How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mentor 13. It's the Rising Star Edition, and the world awaits you. Look at you, rising stars. You all look amazing. Come on, a round of applause for yourself. Yes, indeed. My name is Crystal Kwame. I am your host, and I'm actually rather excited to be here, seeing all of you stars in your own rights. Some of you are live singers. Some of you write your own tunes. Some of you are rappers and all that. It's our rappers in the house, and it's good to see all of you here. So welcome once again. This is the boot camp. Yes, indeed. We have some of our seasoned friends in the industry who will be coming in and having conversations with you. So please, any questions that you have on your mind and on your heart, as you are active in the industry, you always have some kind of questions you want to ask. So this is the moment to ask all of them those questions. Don't feel shy at all right? Now, we have a wonderful prize package for you. I'm sure you heard about it some way, somehow, or maybe not. But it's my pleasure to announce that 80,000 Ghana cedis is on the line. Yes, indeed. It's a huge one for the winner. And you also have the same amount in airtime right here on TV3, all media general platforms. So you get to access it from your music videos and all that. So that's amazing. So whoever wins, I'm seeing all your faces. Whoever becomes number one, that is your prize package. Doesn't that sound juicy, though? Yeah. You don't look excited. You don't look excited. The lady on the back don't look excited. Yeah. All right, now, but I want us to warm into it before our seasoned professionals come in and have the conversation with us. So can we go to the end of the road? Sing with me. Still I can't let you go. Come on now. It's so natural. Attitude. You belong to me. I belong to you. Yeah. To the end of the road. Louder. Still I can't let you go. Woo. It's so natural. Hey. You belong to me. I belong to you. Oh, y'all so good. Nice one. I know we're going to have a really good season because this silence is sweet. Yes, indeed. All right, now we're ready for the main part of the show. This is boot camp, so you might as well do some learning. I'm going to introduce them to you. All of our speakers are here and they're ready. Music director and vocal coach Edward Nicholas Ginnon will be joining us. A round of applause. Yes, indeed. Record producer and creative entrepreneur Kofi Isaac Boache Ansa will also join us. You should see his work. And finally, another man that you all know, music business executive Chris Kone, will come in and have a conversation with us as well. Yeah, are you excited? Because I'm not feeling the vibe like that. My sister in the back. Want to come through. All right, now, so we'll take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, they will come and have those conversations. Again, you're encouraged to ask all the questions. This is the moment. So enjoy. Round of applause as we go on break. Yeah!
When the girl you like likes you back. All you need is something red, sweet, tasty, smooth. That is XYZ red wine flavored alcoholic drink. XYZ red wine flavored alcoholic drink. Serve chilled. Drink smoothly. Drink responsibly. Not for sale to persons under 18. Not recommended for pregnant women. This advert is FDA approved.
So right, fast, booze, feeling fresh. My soft-care woman, how you move like that? Oh, soft-care woman, how you feel they go like that? My soft-care woman, now you start over me. My
Soft-care petal cares. Great new design. Fit right. Reducing friction. It absorbs all liquid to prevent leakage. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
How are we? My name is Chris Kone. Thank you very much. What's your name? Yayura. Do you sing? Do you rap? Okay. So we have a good conversation. Can we quickly do an intro? My name is Chris. You?
I'm Nafisa.
Nafisa. Do you rap?
No, I sing.
Okay.
I'm Yayura. I'm a singer.
Kenoch, I sing.
Okay.
I'm Koto. I sing and rap.
Obi the guitarist, singer and guitarist.
L Street. I'm a singer and songwriter.
Okay.
Issy Logan and I'm a singer.
Ray Cooper, singer, songwriter, rapper.
I'm Robbie K, singer.
Romeo Swag, rapper.
King PY, singer, rapper.
PY.
Yes, King PY.
AJ, singer, songwriter.
AJ.
Jimmy, singer, songwriter, producer.
Oh.
Praise Eskin, a singer and a songwriter.
Okay.
Josephine, singer.
Abi Aima, singer.
Baba, singer.
Okay. Hoping I remember some of the names. AJ, PY, Yayura. Okay, cool. So what are you guys here to do? Tell me. What do you want to do? Why are you participating in this context?
Well, personally, I'm just here to learn and, you know, get some experience from the journey. That's it.
Have some fun, yeah.
Along the way, yes.
Okay, who else? No.
I'm here to challenge myself.
Okay, which challenge? Which challenge?
To lift my craft to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hear the ladies speak at least. Yeah. Why are you here?
I'm here to learn and to be heard.
To be heard. So there's a platform that...
Yes.
All right, I'm not going to take too much of your time. It's going to be short, brief, but hopefully it's impactful. Yeah. I think we're in a space, or we're in the time where creative economy is leading the way, or there's a lot to gain when it comes to creative economy. I wouldn't want to throw around some jargons and all that, but I want to narrow the conversation to what I term music business. You're here not because you want to have fun. You're not here just to look around, meet AJ, meet PY, chat and all that, but it's a serious business, and we find ourselves in the space where we realize that music globally is a multi-million-dollar industry and people are making a lot of money out of it. Just like someone wakes up in the morning, gets ready to go to work as a doctor, as an accountant or whatever, musician or being into music, it's a business, and we need to see it as such. We need to attach all the seriousness. We need to ensure we're able to, like you said, learn, add some value to yourself on your skills and scale up to the next level. Make sure you break through into mainstream success. We'll listen to you on radio, a lot of rotations of your songs on various platforms. The guys will have some girls here and there, and the girls will also have some monies, and but hey, it's important to make sure you consider this as a serious business. So you need to start understanding some of these things now. You need to know how to get on these platforms. Do you need an aggregator? Can you create these things yourself? Do you need someone to go through and all those things? And these are the things that you own. These are the things that's going to make you money for your streaming and all that. But beyond that, you also need to always figure a way around how to make sure you are getting to maximize everything that comes to you. And so you need to make informed decisions. You need to be calculated. You need to take it upon yourself to understand and learn some of these things. Yes, I know when you start getting the rotations, Charlie, the girl starts worrying you, here and there, Charlie, you've arrived and the world is, but it's important to learn some of these things. Google is there. So it's an individual thing, and you need to make a conscious effort and make sure you are developing yourself, you are getting insight, you know what the trends are. Globally, how are people making it? What is working for people? How can I, localize it? What can I do to help myself to also make sure I'm getting to the next level? Yeah. I'm told I have 5 minutes, so maybe let's do a Q&A quickly before I'm asked to move out. Talk to me. What's bothering you, or what's been on your mind? Yeah.
Sometimes I get concerned about people's opinion, and for a competition like this or a program like this, personally, what's going on in my head is, do I need to consider myself as appearing in front of this small group, or consider myself appearing in front of the whole world, which is going to put more pressure on my mind and my whole composure? That's my inner dialogue at the moment.
So at the end of the day, the bottom line is that you're looking to break out and go global. So you need to look at things in the bigger scale, on the bigger level. Yes, you have your friends here and all that. Once you mount a stage, forget about what everyone is doing. Bring your A game on. At the end of the day, it's about you. Let the world know who you are, what you're made up of. That's it. Worry less about what people say, what people are going to, just show them, like they say. Keep showing up. Big man, wagwan.
I'm a little curious. I don't know why. I want to know why you would put marketability ahead of talent. Yeah, that's my question. I want to know why.
Okay. So I think some 10 years ago, or some time back, people were going to think about who is talented because you can compose music, you can churn out some hooks and all that. But now, Charlie, AI is there. It's a global world. You don't need to stress too much about things. It's about how you package someone or how you could package a product. So now it's a product, how you can package and market the person. As a person, can you try and brand the person? That's what's important for me now, because their product, it will sell irrespective. If she can't write the music, someone will write for them. Wendy Shea, a lot of them, Bullet wrote a lot for the artists before they started writing themselves. So it's not to say talent is not important. Talent is, but you challenge some badass rappers out there. No one knows them.
So I think getting there is a bit much easier. Getting a hit song is a bit much easier, but maintaining the position, the standard, is more difficult. So I would want to know that maybe the 3 key things one can do to maintain that standard. 3, it could be 5, just to maintain that standard when one gets there.
Okay. So there's something in music called sophomogenics. Okay, let me explain. When you have your first big hit, there's always a temptation or there's always a challenge to outdo yourself with the next one. It's a few other artists who can have a bigger records than the first one they have. So you need to leverage on what you've done and build upon that. But you don't need to try to outdo yourself with the next records. It happens. Sometimes some people naturally could, they could have bangers. Some people need to create and work on it. Getting to the top, yeah, like you said, it's easy. True, people support you, people push you to get there. Once you get there, there's competition, there's a lot of things. But I always say to people, is the focus and understanding the environment, what you're doing, and you need to have a plan. Like every other business, short-term, medium-term, long-term plan. So the whole year round, what do you want to do for yourself as a musician? What are you doing to create some presence and visibility for yourself? How are you growing or coming along with your fan base, the people who listen to you? What do you feed them with? How do you keep that consistency so they're always there for you? Those are some of the things you need to start working on and just keep the focus. Do what you need to do. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So my name is Ray Cooper again. My question is a little bit, it's related to what you're saying, but slightly off the music. My question is, what kind of measures are being put in place to protect artists in terms of, their mental health and all that? Because through touring, being forced to write songs, I personally know an artist who he was asked to do 5 albums in 2 years, and that was put on paper. It reached a point he almost went crazy, so it's like, what measures are being put in place, at least that of, that help to protect these artists and these creatives, aside from just milking them, so, yeah.
So like we clearly said, it's about contracts and engaging people. So you know yourself, you know what you want to do, you know what your abilities are. Yes, sometimes you want to go out for the money, or there are juicy deals out there from agents and record deals and all that. And sometimes you also need to put your health you know, your health is paramount. Yes, there are some bigger brands. Let's say like you have like a Packwood. Like a Packwood is like a label or company that's managing, you know, Beyonce and some other big arts. You have Universal Music. You have, you know, you have distribution. There's a distribution. There's a label management. There's a management services. So it depends on what you're signing, and also what are they doing for you. What do they bring to the table? Every artist, when you get to a point, you need to have your own team. Apart from agents you are signed to, from booking to tours, shows and everything, you also need to put the measures in place for yourself to ensure that, hey, your health is at stake. You don't take more than you can. It's not every agent or agency or company that would look out for you 100%. Some of them would even pretend there is a policy, or they will look out for you in that aspect. But sometimes it's pretty much about the money. But you as a person also need to look out for yourself. Sometimes it's important to put in the contracts so you don't stretch yourself. Yeah. Some artists could do it, some artists too, Charlie. It depends. I remember those days back in the day, Shatta can do like Independence time, like around Independence. You play a show on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Maybe 6th, he has 2 shows each day. But the question is it sustainable? So it's individual difference and individual capacity, yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Second.
Yes, I wanted to ask that as an artist, you know, you're supposed to have, let's say, like your personal team, right? So probably as an independent artist, what are the things, maybe the basic things, probably you just want to have a startup team. What are the basic things maybe you could look out for, or maybe the minimum number of people you can start with? And then maybe if you are supposed to pay them and stuff like that, what are like the best terms to go on with them? Maybe 5%, 10% when it comes to revenue from shows, or how are you going to go about something like that?
So like I always say to people, I don't think there's a minimum or maximum number of team members you need to have, but you're just starting and you don't have the requisite funds available. What I'll say is that you need to look at some functions which should be present or should be at your disposal. You're looking at PR, you're looking at publicity, you're looking at media. It's important. You need to get someone to do those things. You need someone who's doing business development or taking a look at business for you. You need to look at someone who's doing, you know, like your road manager or your manager. And you see, you can have one person playing 2 or 3 roles. It depends on how efficient the person is. And over the years, what we've seen happening is this: you get people who do not understand music managing people. So let's say Yayura is my little cousin or sister, and Charlie, she comes to me every time I give her 20 CD, 30 CD. She goes to record a demo. Charlie, the song is out there, everyone is listening to the music. She's become a star. The fact that I give her 50 CD every time, I automatically become a manager. I don't understand anything music. So if you ask me to go and say with a company to negotiate or discuss something, what can I do? So that's where, because someone has been sorting you out, so the person automatically becomes your manager and makes decision on your behalf. It doesn't work. You need to get people who understand the business, who understand what is happening. Yes, he's helping you. Don't throw him away. But, you know, find a nice way of getting the person still around. But, you know, there are certain things, you know. I don't know if you get what I mean. And because you don't have money, so it's not like you're building a team, full-time people. They come in as and when. If there's a show, you split, you look at what the percentages could be and all that. Yeah. If you have someone who really understands business and could do business development, you've got a song and all that, that's where they need to go to companies to look at, you know, brand placements, iconization, get some people to do some adverts and some video you want to do, so they pay for the video. Look at maybe there's a CSR, there's a company doing some, you know, corporate social responsibility. They're doing some donation or something. You're part of it, and in return, you're not taking money, but it takes it. You know, so that's where you need to have someone who could help you to get things done properly. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. It's been a brief session, and I'm hoping we are able to learn from these sessions, make the most out of it. Also know that the competition, yes, not everyone is going to win. A few people will be the top 3, top 5, but hey, there's a lot more to achieve. Not everyone who won music reality shows got to the top. Some people who fell along the way. Some people didn't even get into the contest are big stars, so please, you're winners. Virtue of the fact that you are here, so hey, let's keep it going and create some magic, yeah?
So, my name's Eddie, or some people know me as EQ. I'm from the UK, I'm a vocal coach, artist developer, so I'm here to teach you how to use your voice to its best ability. So, first of all, I'm going to go through a few things that would help you on your journey. So the first thing is understanding vocal anatomy, because if you don't know what your body is doing, then you don't know how to control it. So the more you understand your body, it's like even with anything medical, if you're sick or something's wrong, you have to understand or find somebody that understands your problem so that you can fix it. In the same way, your voice has problems if it's not doing what you want it to do, because everybody has an idea of how they want their voice to sound. So in order for your voice to sound how you want it to sound, and so that you're able to control it and do what you want it to do, it's best to understand your voice, and so you have a good understanding of what to do if it starts failing you. Like some people lose their voices quite easily when they're singing. That is a huge problem, but it's like your voice is like any other muscle in the body. Your voice is, if you overuse it, it's going to get tired. If you overuse it, you can pull a muscle. And if you're not using it correctly, you can injure it and have long-term issues. So I'm here to teach you how to protect your voice so that you don't have long-term effects of that. I've faced my issues myself as a singer. I had what's called a phonation gap, where the vocal folds are not coming together. Now, I'm going to cover that. So, first of all, we're going to understand your voice and what it looks like. So this is your vocal folds. So this is when you breathe in, and this is when you're making a sound. Phonation just means sound. So this is looking into the throat, down your throat, into your esophagus, into your larynx, and that's what you'll see. It's a bit like a balloon. If you've ever had a balloon or blown up a balloon and you pull the lip tight, you're going to get a high-pitched sound. That's because the air is passing to those two folds that you're pulling tight. And it's going to make a vibration. What it does, the sound passes through the folds and it makes a vibration. It vibrates against those two folds and it makes the sound. That's what your voice does in order to get the sound. Now, a common problem is that if there's not enough air passing through those vocal folds, then, or you're not supporting your diaphragm so that there's sufficient air coming through those vocal folds like so, then what happens is it's not going to get there, and what you tend to do is try and push from your throat. So you try and push the sound out from your throat, and what happens is you shut the vocal folds off, and that's why you crack. Some people will crack when they're trying to sing a high note or a big note. They'll try and go, ah, and then they'll crack. But that's because you're trying to close, because there's a fear of hitting a high note And then you close off your throat, and what you'll do subsequently, you'll close off the vocal folds, you shut it off, no air can get through, no sound, you're not making any sound because you can't get the air through the vocal folds. And what will happen is, you'll just end up cracking. Now, if you do that too often, there's going to be a problem. If you do that too often, you can have problems with your voice, which can cause a break in that voice. So the top diagram is what it normally looks like. A healthy voice looks like. As you can see, it's smooth, there's no edges to it. But if you're pushing from your throat, it will start to rub together. Those folds will start to rub together. And I don't know whether if you've done any manual work and you keep on rubbing something, it calluses and gets hard and you get sore and then it covers over. That's what happens. You can get nodules and polyps on your voice. And so when this happens, in order to make the sound, it has to come together. If the vocal folds are not coming together enough, you're going to get a polyp or a nodule that stops the vocal folds coming together, and you'll end up cracking. It'll be very breaky, or you'll have a lot of air coming out rather than sound. And the same thing here, you get a nodule or a polyp here, and the vocals can't come together. So vocal health is so important because it could cost you work if you're a singer. It can cost you your reputation if you're sounding terrible and you're not looking after your voice. So you need to look after your voice in terms of what you eat. Even environment, if you're in smoky environments, it can affect the lubrication of your voice. It can affect because you need to stay hydrated. So if you're putting more water into your body, obviously you don't saturate your body that you'd end up passing out, but be sufficiently hydrated so that your vocal folds can move and be supple. So it's like when you have, if you don't moisturize your skin, it can get dry, etc., and you have problems. So the same kind of thing happens with your voice. So diaphragm. I want to move on to before we cover that, I want to cover this is a side view of your face. This is your tongue here. This is your soft palate. And the vocal folds are laying here. Now, the air comes through here, and it can either come through the mouth or into the nose. However, you also have what's called sinuses here, and I'll show you a front view. So this is a front view of your sinuses. They're pockets of air that sound resonates into. Now when you have a cold, these fill up with fluid and the sound cannot resonate into those areas, and so sometimes when you have a cold or a head cold, your nasal passages can seem clear, but you find you still sound like you've got fluid in your head when you speak. So it stops the sound resonating into these areas. So your tongue position, depending on how you position your tongue, also when you sing, can determine where your sound is resonating into. So there's loads of things to do with your voice and how to understand your anatomy and how it all works. So sometimes if you position your tongue back, you get in a different resonating area. What I mean by resonating, say in a bigger room you're going to get acoustics. Acoustics, you'll get an echo. If you're in a big chamber or hall or whatever, the sound in that room is going to sound very different. As soon as you put furniture in to an environment, into a room, it's going to absorb the sound. The same thing is when you're changing the shape of your tongue, it's going to go into a different area and you're going to get a different sound. So, for instance, all that I know, you know what I mean? So you can change where you position your sound. It will go into a different area in order to, so it's like nasally, dependent, so you're changing the sound by how you dropping your tongue, making a yawning sound to get a different resonating area into your chest, and then depending on the note that you want to reach, you can open up the back of your throat with a yawning position. So you can get that power without straining. You're opening your larynx up nice and wide so that the sound can travel and you can reach high notes and powerful notes without really, struggling and screeching, because you want to keep this as free as possible. Your larynx nice and open. What I mean by your larynx nice and open is that yawning position at the back, so you're nice and open. You know what I mean? So you can get that power and reach those notes. Okay? So depending on how you shift, it can go into your nasal passage, it can go into the chamber in your mouth, it can resonate into your chest even, especially on the lower notes. The higher notes you get into your head voices. And there's something called falsetto, but it's a false voice. It's not a real voice. It's very light. It's quite hard to support with your diaphragm because you're not using your vocal folds to its full ability, because it's called falsetto because it's a false voice. So you won't get that kind of power. You can use it to add texture and color, because as singers, as artists, you each have your own message that you want to get across when you sing. You all have a story. Everybody has a different style, and it's communicating that story and what you want to get across. Is it for enjoyment? Is it to move somebody? What is the lyrics of the song? You have to interpret the lyrics to the song in order to get that song across. So, and in the UK, there's a show called X Factor. It's a like mentor, and Simon Cowell is one of the judges, and he always tends to say is, I didn't believe it. It wasn't believable. So you're telling me a story, but I didn't believe it. You know what I mean? So you can have two singers that can sing the same song and sing it very differently in terms of not necessarily just the notes. You sing the same notes, but you're interpreting that song, and you want to get that song across so that the people are moved. Because when you watch somebody singing, you know who you like. You know who moves you to get up and dance, or to listen to when you're contemplating things or anything like that. So everybody has a particular type of music that they want to get across. Tell your story in your voice and how you express it. So emotions are involved, because when you're speaking to your loved one, you're not going to say, I love you. Is that all right? You know, that's not how you say it. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of the diaphragm, I was going to show you something else, but the diaphragm is like a bow of muscle underneath your rib cage. It's like a dome. And the dome, it's kind of the muscles that you use to laugh, to cough, to sneeze. That's forcing the air up. Ha, 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 ha. you know, so you even when you laugh, to sneeze, to cough, you're forcing the air up and out so it can expel whatever you have in your lungs or whatever you want to get out. And so your diaphragm is, if you think about it, when you just do a ha ha, ha ha, yes, ha ha. So you're that movement, that tight movement where you're gripping onto it, that muscle, it's like you're gripping onto that part, and you're going ha, ha, ha. So when you start singing ha, and I'm projecting, it's reaching that wall over there. Ha, you know what I mean? So when you sing, you can project, you can get that song across, you can keep it consistent. So also the diaphragm controls how much air is escaping. So when you start to sing, there's the pressure, the muscles are pushing the pressure up through the vocal folds. So say that's your vocal folds, like that, like we have in the photo. Your vocal folds are shaped like that. In order for the air to come up and through the vocal folds, you have to make sure you're supporting that air. There's a children's toy, it's like a pipe, and it has a ping pong ball. And you blow through it, and the ping pong ball raises up and is supported by your air. Same thing, same principle. So the ping pong ball is your voice, and it's being supported by your air that you're blowing and keeping it up to that level. If you're not supporting it enough, your voice is going to drop, and then you'll start to sing flat. If you push it too hard, then you're either going to crack your voice, or you're going to sing sharp. You're going to sing too high to where you want to get to. So the diaphragm is used to make sure you're supporting your voice, and you're hitting the right notes, and your air is also consistent. So some people, when they're singing a particular phrase, I fell asleep late last night, and my dreams, you know what I mean? So I fell asleep late last night. That was one breath. I'm not cutting it up. I'm not chopping it. I'm not saying, I fell asleep late last night. You know what I mean? So I'm keep on breathing and breathing and breathing. Take a breath, say your phrase, and support the sound. So the sound is consistent, and your notes don't go pitchy. Do you understand? So so the diaphragm pressure. So when you're singing, I fell asleep late last. My diaphragm is nice and firm because I'm keeping hold of it, and I'm pushing gradually to support the sound that's coming out of my voice. So 1 and 2. I took a breath. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You know what I mean? So you can get that power when you're supporting it enough. If you push too hard, did you hear me crack? I pushed too hard. So we can all get use our diaphragm. Are we understanding? Yes. Is it helping? Yes. You understand? That's good.
The question is, when it comes to whistle register, I mean, going back to when you're talking about singing songs, or maybe like a falsetto is when, I mean, you are whatever it is not. I mean, your diaphragm is unable to support it. So the question is, do you count a falsetto as a whistle register as a falsetto?
It's still a register. You still need to support your air that's coming through. It's just more difficult because there's lots of air escaping. because the vocal folds aren't. You can train your voice to have quite a strong falsetto. There's a group back in the day called the Bee Gees. They were known for their falsetto. So in fact, they sang. They were in the studio and they sang something in a falsetto, just messing about, and the producer liked it, and that ended up being their trademark. So they sang all their songs in falsetto from then on. That became their trademark. But they ended up being quite strong falsetto singers. But like I say, it's used to colour mainly, to paint that picture. And like I say, you don't always need bold, belting colours when you're singing. Sometimes you need softness, you know, depending on what you're trying to get across, on the lyrics of the song. So sometimes you will need bold, sometimes you will need soft. And you have different ranges in terms of where you sing from. You can have a your main, how should I say, what's called speech level voice, which is basically 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And then you can have, when you get higher or lower, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. But I wouldn't sing a song all the way through using that. And then when you get higher, 1 and 2 and 3. You can use a nasal kind of, depending on how you're positioning, or you can go into your head. 1, 1 and 2. 1, ha, ha, ha. It's way up there. It's powerful. It goes straight into your head. Ha, ha. And I'm opening up the back so I can get powerful on that note. You know what I mean? So we're not going to sound the same all the time because things happen. You know, I'm getting over a chest infection, so my voice is quite shaky at the moment. But the more you exercise it, just like any muscle in your body, if you exercise it, it's going to become strong. So that, especially if you've got back-to-back performances, what will happen is your muscles will become stronger and stronger, but you'd also need to rest. Rest is as important as exercise. So your technique when you're exercising is going to be important. So let's all stand up, if you can. Is that okay? And we're just going to do, there is an exercise that I do, but we need straws for that. And that basically positions your voice in the right place where it's supposed to sit. It's called straw therapy. You can Google it, voice straw therapy. And it positions your voice into so it places it. Sometimes if you over speaking, it's not just for singers, it's for speakers as well, or anybody who has any problems with the voice, so that sometimes you can knock your voice out of where it's supposed to be sitting. And so a straw, singing through a straw, making sure the right technique is there. I may cover it at another point, but for now we're just going to try and start using our diaphragms and opening up our larynx so that our voices are nice and open. So we're just going to do some diaphragm exercises. So we're going to go ha, 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 ha. Just start with that. So let's use the diaphragm. Ha, 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 ha. So analyze what your body, so put your hands on here, like so, and just make sure it's tightening, like as if you're coughing. Ha, 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 ha. So is it squeezing? Is it tightening up? Right. So with your voice here, assume a yawning position. Ha, 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 ha. You hear the difference? As soon as I open it up, changes the sound. Ha, 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 ha. Right. So when I say, you're going to prolong the note, okay? So we're going to go So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th one we're going to go ha. Okay, so we're just going to prolong the last note. Okay, ha 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 ha. Okay, now we're going to do that again. Open up the larynx with that yawning position at the back, and we're going to go ha 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 ha. Okay, did it feel easier using your diaphragm like that? Okay, so please let me know if you have any issues later on. Okay, all right, we'll talk about that. We will talk about that at some point. So I want to make sure that you're using your diaphragm to push the air up. Ha, 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 ha. And this time we're going to go ha, 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 ha. Okay, so on that ha, tighten the bottom of this part here. Here, just underneath the lower abdomen, you're going to tighten it up just a slight, like you're trying to hold going to the toilet. So ha, ha. So your air is consistent. So when you go ha, 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 ha. Make sure you're yawning in that yawning position. And again, ha, 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 ha. How was it? Any better? Yes. Good. You ran out of breath. Don't worry. Because what's happening, you can take a seat. What's happening when you run out of breath, the reason being is your muscles need to be little bit more exercised a bit more. And the reason being is because sometimes our voices need to be exercised on a regular basis to maintain a strong voice. If you don't use it, you lose it. Me, if I haven't exercised my voice in ages, it's going to be thin. And you're going to, what will happen is your muscles are not flexible and they're not strong. So when you try and sing, there can be air escaping. Like I say, with when you breathe in, there could be air escaping because these parts are not strong enough. And the air needs to be passed through those folds and be nice and flexible so that you've exercised them and you can control it as they're vibrating. So, is there any questions from anything that we've covered so far?
How does the throat look like when you have a cough and there's like phlegms?
Right. So mucus is caused by too much sugar. Sugar can cause phlegm. Dairy can cause phlegm. So things like milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, anything like that can cause a buildup of mucus in your system. And basically you need to be as clear as possible. You need to be as clear as possible in order to have that flexible voice. Because if you've got a bit of mucus on this fold, it's going to stop your voice from sounding clear, isn't it? So try and take care on what you eat, what you drink. Coffee can dehydrate you, tea can dehydrate you, certain other foods can. So try and eat as natural as possible if you can. Obviously, if you're not singing, it's fine to eat and drink and be free. But if you know you've got a show coming up, preparation in terms of don't be shouting. Like I was working with some other artists and the African Cup of Nations was on and they were all shouting at the screen when Ghana was playing, and the next day they came to their sessions and they couldn't sing anything because they'd lost their voices from shouting. So be prepared. If you've got a show coming up, if you're going to perform, make sure you're prepared. So exercise, taking care of your voice, making sure you know what you're eating and drinking. It's like keeping healthy. So
still on eating and drinking healthy. I've been told you're not supposed to eat oil right before like a performance or you're about to sing. I've also been told, oh no, cold water is not good. So I want to know, is that a myth or it's true? Okay.
So if I put an ice cube down your back, what are you going to do? What's your body going to do? It's going to tighten up. If you drink cold drinks before you sing, your muscles are going to tighten up. So room temperature, warm or room temperature water is fine. Anything cold, it's just going to tighten your voice. So in terms of oily foods, I wouldn't say so much, to be honest. I would say definitely dairy, dairy and spice. Yes, spice can cause acid reflux in your stomach. Now, the problem with acid reflux is when you get heartburn or indigestion. If it gets onto your vocal folds, it can actually be really abrasive and burn the surface of your vocal folds. So you have to be really careful what you eat, because if you're getting reflux coming up, acid coming up, it can burn the surface, and then that can thin your vocals, and then that makes it really difficult to sing.
If she says spicy, you know, like for some people,
like
spicy
shito or pepper, or yeah, those kind of things. Yeah, yeah. So.
Yes, thank you. You said something earlier about you know, when you actually have when you damage your vocal folds.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned something about like long-term effects. You know, I've forgotten the name of what you mentioned, but it's like when you actually scratch it and you have like
the polyps and the
exactly
nodules,
the polyps. Yeah. So how do you fix something like that?
Right. So vocal rest is one. There's a British singer called Adele. She has this problem quite a lot. She's had quite a lot of surgeries, so they can laser it. You can have it lasered, where they remove the surface, but it does affect the sound of your voice after surgery, and you have to not sing or minimally speak for 9 months. It's a long process for recovery. In terms of sometimes if it's not too severe, you can do speech therapy, which is certain vocal exercises to build up the muscles around the nodule or the polyp, so that it's not affecting so say for instance you got that, and the vocal folds are not coming together because of a bump there, and so you can build up the muscles around here and here so that the vocal folds come together. There's a straw technique that I will eventually show you at some point. You can either use a thicker straw you can use in water, and depending on how high or low in the water it is, the deeper in the water you're going to get a bigger workout for your voice. If you want to lift it up, you get an easier workout on your voice. It's the pressure that you have singing into the water that gives you exercises the vocal folds here. So it helps, and that's what we use if you do have a nodule or a vocal fold as a first resort, which is straw therapy. Yeah, so it can, but preferably you have to do a lot of vocal rest for those kind of things. Any other questions quickly?
Yes. So please, how do you know if you have one? Because personally, there was a time where I had it's like I cracked my voice, you know, and after that, after some time, I noticed there were random times where I'm probably holding a note or singing and it just cracks randomly.
Right. Yeah. That's more of a technique rather than you having vocal nodules. And like I say, if you push too hard, you're going to crack. If you're, there's sometimes, depending on your technique, you will end up cracking.
It's a delight to be here. My name is Kofi Boachiansa. I'm popularly known as Beat Menace in the music space in Ghana. And my practice is at an intersection of music, film, animation, and law. And it's a delight to be here to meet you guys. I have a number of things I would love to share with you guys, things that I feel are often neglected in our space, because the business we are in usually intersects with other sectors or other industries. And unfortunately, a lot of practitioners in the space do not understand certain concepts, and so eventually at some point in their careers they actually bear the brunt or pay the consequences of some of these misguided actions. Please, at any point in time, if anyone has any queries, any questions, don't hesitate to raise your hands. I don't want this to feel sterile. It shouldn't feel like a classroom, because I'm not a teacher. I'm one of you. Believe it or not. Today we are going to be discussing copyrights and music licensing. Many things in life lose value the moment you buy it. Even that flashy car of yours. The moment you pay for a very, very flashy car and you drive it from the dealership, it depreciates over time. But only a few things maintain value or amplify in worth over time. Natural resources, land, intellectual property. When you create music, it is known as intellectual property because it comes from your mind. You have a concept in your mind, and the moment you express it in a tangible form, the moment you make that piece of clothing, the moment you sing that song and you score it on a sheet of paper, sheet music, or you record it with a recorder, you've created intellectual property, and it's automatically covered by copyright. But there's a problem. If I wrote a song, my man hear the song, he go record them, the song hits, then I vex, I go on the Dusty show, I insult them and things, in my song. How can I prove that I created that piece of work first? That's why in Ghana we have the Copyright Office. Have you heard of the Ghana Copyright Office? You register it, registration know the cost. It's, the last time I checked, it was like either 5 CDs or it was under 10 CDs for a song. Okay? But there's a very important thing I want to point out to you guys. Copyright is a legal protection for original works. It's very important you guys remember this. Original works. There are certain works that are original but are not quite original because, for instance, if I sample a piece of music or if I interpolate a piece of music, it's still original, but it's based off a pre-existing original work. There's a phrase to describe such situations. It's known as a derivative work, a derivative, okay? Because it was from something that already existed, we created another one. Now, in the music industry, the activities we are involved in, I'm saying we because I did inside too, is split into 3. The recording music industry, as the name suggests, has to do with records. Back in the day, they had the reel-to-reel tapes. Then they had the vinyl. Then they had CDs, right? Then they had MP3s. They had pen drives and all these things. Today, you have what? Streaming. Recording music. That's one. The second one, which is the oldest when it comes to music business, is known as the publishing industry. Because before scientists were able to invent ways to capture and store a recorded performance and then play it back at a different time, people were already making money from music. How were they doing this? They were notating. How many of you understand what I mean by notating? Like a score. You write a song and you use the quavers, semi-quavers and things. And people used to sell that sheet music. In fact, the biggest music industry back in the day, in the 1800s, was to sell pianos. So if Shatta Wale was alive by then, Charlie taking over in all these songs would have been on sheet music. And for people to enjoy it in their homes, they would have to learn how to play the piano, and they'll buy books that contain these things. That's why it has the name publishing, because it has to do with publishing paper, right? But there's another aspect of publishing. We're going to come to that, and that's under copyright. The third aspect of the music industry is touring. Touring. It's also a very old aspect of the music industry that predates the recording industry, because before we're able to record and play back media, people used to travel around the world to perform. As a matter of fact, the first recorded high life music in Ghana was recorded by a group known as a group called Jacob Sam and the Kumasi Trio. It was recorded in 1926, 27-ish. It wasn't even recorded in Ghana. It was recorded in England. So it means they traveled then. They sit ship top. Like 6 months, Charlie. Where did they play Adidim, high life? You understand? So we are in a very old business. Okay, somebody argued that apart from maybe prostitution, music is probably one of the oldest career paths. In fact, in many African societies, you have a tradition of griots, okay, where music is passed down from father to son or mother to daughter for generations, going back thousands of years. How many of you have heard of Tumani Diabate, the Malian musician? He's the 777th from his family line to do music, and a lot of the songs he sung, he didn't write. His great ancestors did. Okay, so in many African societies, even though we also wrote, a lot of how we used to express ourselves was captured using art. Now, some of these things I'm going to explain to you might sound foreign, but take them seriously, because this can actually separate those who might have a long career and those who are just doing it for the gram, inshallah. Hopefully that doesn't become the case for any of us here. It's super important, because I believe we are all Africans here, right? Art comes very naturally to any African person. If you are born of an African parentage or African parentage, the expression of art is seamless. In fact, there's no African society that has a designated name for the word art, because it was never compartmentalized. Let me explain to you. In every African society, we express ourselves artistically unprovoked. Somebody pray, somebody borns on kiddy, somebody marry, somebody die, somebody attain wealth or something in society. Certain clothes are worn, certain prayers are said. If you listen to one of our traditional prayers, it be poetry. Yeah. And it's performance. In certain aspects of African society, even certain physical structures are built. So it means architecture, it entailed architecture, fashion, certain foods are prepared, okay? Certain music is played at certain times. All these things, and it's experienced as a wholesome thing. It's an immersive experience. There's no compartmentalization or separation between all of that. In fact, in many African societies, even the distinction between a performer and the audience is blurry. Show away! Exactly. So when there's a local ensemble that is performing, the feedback you get from the audience sometimes even steers the direction of how the performance goes. You understand? So because of that, when times change, and you know, some of these things are inevitable. They said some things are inevitable, it be constant in life. Death, taxes, change. When change came, it was difficult for us to actually place value on something that all of us can do to a certain degree. Like I said, copyright is a legal protection for original works, which includes music, lyrics, arrangements. It gives the creators the exclusive rights to use their own work and to distribute it. So if somebody is not a copyright owner and they take your work, it is actually a crime. And copyright laws exist in all over the world to protect intellectual property in the same way these laws exist to protect physical property. Okay? If I like goats like soup, you be my neighbor, you they keep goats. No mean say one day your gate open, some goats they stroll I go catch him, go do light suit. I go go day jail if he reports me to a police station and goes to court. Do you understand? It's the same for copyrighted works. Okay? So, I did mention about the duration of copyright. So now, sometimes it is necessary that people have access to your work to enable you make money from that work, or to enable them help you make money from that work. That's where the concept of licensing comes in. Okay? Licensing means the rights you own to control and distribute your work, you are giving somebody access to do same, or to use.
And that's how we do it right here on Mentor 13. It's the Rising Star Edition. And now it's time for us to see what our acts have for us. Really, this is the first time we'll see them perform, and we get to choose which one of them truly has our heart. We have our judges for the night joining us. We saw one of them earlier during the boot camp, Kofi Isaac Boache Ansa. He's right here. And we also have the lovely singer. Her voice will make you kiss the heavens. Aviana is with us as well. You're welcome. It's good to see you. That's right. I hope you're all feeling good and you're ready to judge, as we will be making our selections right here on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free, relax, and give us your best show, because we're ready for you. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, we have none other than Abi Aima. A round of applause.
Oh yeah, oh, boy me I feel hold ya, put me arms tight around ya, boy you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Boy me want fi just squeeze ya, put me things all around ya, boy you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Listen, me eyes them dry, me no care. Me do it anytime, anywhere. In the square, say me no fear. And as a woman, I will be there. Me want a guy who can wine for me. Me want a guy who can take care of me. Make me feel it, make me feel it. Yeah, me I feel really squeeze ya. Boy, me I feel hold ya. Put me arms tight around ya. Boy, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Boy, me want fi just squeeze ya, put me things all around ya. Boy, you give me the tightest hold me ever get it. So, I get this boy, or see me need time, man. And to a jam, and I'm so, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, cause you know, say, me. You know, say, I've been gone for a long while now. Where you dey call, but I know they fake. And to your banners, I need so girl, now you're wow. And while I won't be your happiness, I'm gonna make this old, gonna start this old, baby. I can't be there, no be easy, oh. Me kwa mi benyi na inyoto e windia. Baby, menewa, oh, menewa. Menewa, let me hear you sing, say, menewa, oh, menewa, hey, menewa, oh, menewa, say, menewa, oh, menewa. And then later, the boy dog me, also tell me, I'm sister, you, thunder fire go strike you. For the things you do to me, and I no make ready for love. But the things you do make her fall. Now look at that boy, monkey. He reflects on me, junkie. Che, where the area, mate. Say I'm a friend, I won't pick me call, but I'm a soldier. Okay, I'm a survivor. Let me hear you sing it. And I'm a gangster. It's minting is you, mother. Sing, mother. Hey, are the perfect parts of the hey, mother. Fake. Hey, mother. Are the perfect part? Listen, say, I can get another you in a minute. Yourself in a legend. And I'm glad I didn't bite, cause I know you who need hard when the heart has been broken. What else can I say when every word had been spoken? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Say, oh, fe. And then later, the DJ say later, and make us stop. Thank you.
A nice story, though. That was a really nice story. Yeah. Abby Aima. Thank you so much. All right, you pass it on to the next person. It's a beautiful one. Yes, indeed. We're here making our final selection for Mentor 13. It's the Rising Star Edition, and all of these people are rising stars, really. All right, now up next we have L Street. Make some noise.
No be say I no one fall in love. The truth be say my heart too soft. I throw the keys when I lock the door, but now you make me open up. I pray for this love to stay. You've been on my mind all day. This is new, it feels so good. This kind of love feels so new. RJ, and I'm in love again. RJ, and there'll be no more pain. And I say RJ, and I'm in love again. RJ, and there'll be no more pain. You put your heart on your sleeve, me too. That be how we do when them cheat you. Baby, why you get all these issues? Me too, baby, me too. But I'm here to show you loving. Daddy be your man, you know you got him. I know you've seen too much. Myself, I see too much. Then I be like, RJ, hey, I'm in love again. Ooh, RJ, and there'll be no more pain. And I say, RJ, and I'm in love again. Hey, and RJ, and there'll be no more pain. I know I said we should just stay friends, but the more I don't fall in love. And the little things you do don't make me fall so hard in love. You light me up when the light goes off. Ooh, no go break my heart though, cause I be like RJ, and I'm in love again. Oh, RJ, and there'll be no more pain, no more pain. RJ, hey, I'm in love again. RJ, and there'll be no more pain. See, I don't know why I love him. I put no one above him. And when we fight and argue, I still can't do without him. As I'm making these promises, if I flop, then God, he could punish me. Me without him, then I probably done with this. I'm gonna get it, below, I am calling to say, RJ, hey, I'm in love again. Oh, and there'll be no more pain.
No more pain indeed with RJ. Congratulations, lady. That's what I'm talking about. You will be passing the mic on, and that's L Street. Are you loving the sound so far? Yeah. We have a few more to go. So let's get ready now for a man we've seen right here on the stage. He is a rising star. Make some noise for AJ.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were scared of getting old and made us so restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears, 'cause nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Oh, let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were scared of getting old. The made us so restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we love, when we love, when we love, we belong.
Woohoo! Okay now, AJ. Thank you so much. AJ rose to second place the last time he was on the show. Good to see you once again. All right, now you know you can do it better. Come on now. We're going to give you the same amount of love. All right, now we have our fourth performer for today. And for you at home, we are making our selection, okay? So take a good look. Up next is SK Logan.
Pardon me, yeah. I'd have to take my legs out of this, yeah. SK Logan born this again. Na 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 na, eh. Na 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 na, eh. Oh. First, let me say to you, I cannot wait to see you. You are the treasure I've been waiting for. Do you know how much I really need you? I dey pray for the day when I can finally kiss you. You know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, Ima today, say permanent place for you. That's why my heart dey be like do care. You are go choose so I am familiar. I sing for you, wanna be like do girl. I am family. But tell me, I may not give the world to you, but I give you all I have. Oh, baby, you are my angel. Kudulu remi femi yo. Shebi, you know, say every day I dey pray for you. Oh, Ima today, say permanent place for you. That's why my heart dey be like do care. You are gonna choose, so I am familiar. I sing for you, wanna be like do care. Oh. You are gonna choose, so I am familiar. I sing for you, wanna be like do girl. You are gonna choose, oh. You are gonna choose, oh. Do girl, yeah. Do girl, I am for me. Oh, thank you.
Ooh, that was lovely. You can wear your shoes now. So soothing indeed. Y'all got talent. All right, now we're ready for our first performer of the night. Are you ready now? Yeah? Breathe in, breathe out. It's about that time we brought on Jimmy. Yeah. I love it. Wow, wow, wow. That's a wonderful one right there. After Jimmy, we have another J coming through. We are making our selection, mind you. I hope you found your favorite some way, somehow. We have a long list to go through. So up next is Josephine. A round of applause. Okay, sultry. Another round of applause now. Come on, come on, come on. We love your talent so much and appreciate it. Up next, if you're ready to see him, a round of applause for K. Notch. Energy, energy.
I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't. Okay. Okay. I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't. I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't have to pray. Oh no. I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? And it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There we go again. I heard there was a sacred chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya?
And it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Everybody.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Look at you performing at your first concert. Come on now. That was lovely. Thank you so much. Okay, so that was K Notch. We have up next King P.Y. A round of applause. King P.Y., here you go. Give him some energy now.
Hello, everybody.
Right there. Thank you so much for it. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. At the end of the show, we'll get to at least cut down the numbers. So next week, you will see who exactly has made it through. Up next to perform on the stage for the very first time, we have none other than Koto. A round of applause.
Warriors.
Brasso, Yanam Dagati Kwanso, Yakwako Webusia, Niakona Mambra Kwanso. Me bibini brownie, yeah. Golden tea chocolate. Min chow toli, yeah. It's an everyday, me nabidi, yeah. My own. That time I did chase, I'm there, no money, with ye. My own. 1, 2, 3, share. Call ye mama, wait yeah, call ye mama. Make I jani yoba, wait yeah, call ye mama. Boy say compare, oh Betty. Oh, therefore, dear, young fancy chair. Oh, therefore, dear, young fancy chair. Oh, Mama, come on, yeah, Shepa, my baby, I mean, Ayamido, Odo Papa,
That's right. Congratulations to your Odo Papa. Congratulations. That was sweet indeed. That's our rapper, all right. All right, now, so that was Koto. Koto is his name. Up next to perform for the first time on the stage is N.I. Let's give it up for her one more time now. Sweet indeed. If you want to hear the guitar strings do something different right here on the stage, then make some noise for O.B. the guitarist.
can be your hero, baby. And I can kiss away the pain. I will stand by you forever. Baby, you can take my breath away.
Woo! Thank you, Obi, the guitarist. No, stand by me forever. Where are you going? Hey. I know you caught that. Bless you. A round of applause now for Obi, the guitarist. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. Now you can take my breath away. Up next, Praise Askin. A round of applause.
Hello, baby. You know I love you so much, right? But I want to tell you this from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, sometimes I wonder if you could see inside my heart, and you know that I'm a fool for you. How could you see? How can I say I'm falling for you? So can't you see that yeah. And in times I'll be playing burden and yeah. So can't you see that I am ready for better or for worse? I dare for you for better or for worse. I dare for you. Baby, listen to this. Whoa, nobody come close to you, my baby. Oh, if them try, it could be murder. See, murder she wrote, and my heart she owns, and nobody knows how to mean to me. So can't you see that I, for better or for worse, I take for you, for better or for worse, I did for you. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You can do it louder, you can do it better for Praise Askin. That was a song of praise now, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, I've fallen in love. All right, now we're going to take a quick commercial break. This is the boot camp, literally the first episode of Mentor 13. We're now doing our selections, and I hope that you're finding your favorites. When we get back, we continue with a lot more live music. Leg out. You're welcome back. This is Boot Camp of Mentor 13. It's the Rising Star Edition, and we say Mentor 13 on the stage. We're seeing the first bit of that going on right here on this stage. We've seen a number of people who have put in their, how do you call it, auditions through, and now they're in. We've cut down the numbers to this, but we're still going to have to cut down the numbers even further. We're still getting to see them perform, and up next, we get to see a new guy on the show. His name is Ray Mike. A round of applause. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you too. That's what I'm talking about. Ray Mike. He doesn't want to let go of the mic. You saw that all right. Up next, we have another Ray, but this is Ray Cooper. A round of applause.
Look. All right, this song is dedicated to every contestant for working so hard, and anybody out there who is working hard and believes in something. I can't hear the music. Let's go. Yeah. What can they do that I have not seen? Listen, what can they do that I have not seen? Hey, butter their cake with their own ice. And anytime they want find fire, they come my see. Whoa. Listen, and anytime I want to mend, now Oluwa dey my defense. Yeah. And Baba God, I don't want to lose my cool. See, anytime when they shoot me, I they jump and move. I'm feeling your blessings, they all over me. Life insurance for my property. Cause today them they love you, tomorrow thunder fire you. Cause they want to test my soul, and they want to try my patience. Hey, they no fit stop my melody. Now who they watch my status? Nothing go shelle for this one now. You go tire. Hey, something must happen for this boy, yeah. My desire. Listen. If you dey vex for me, I say please calm down. Hey, you know feel hold on, you go run am down. Can you hear me? And if you want my fall, you go be lost and found. Them no say, Jah be my witness and my protector. See, plenty things where them dey my mind. Father, grant me my desire. They want my life, you for contend them. Father, show to me desires. Oh no, I've been dreaming, I've been waiting. So many things don't change me lately. I can tell I'm not the same again. You see, my life is a wonder. I spit fire, make it burn down. Mess with the boy, be like thunder. You don't want to go there, cause my kind know they back down. Only to God I surrender. Music on my mind now, no fit understand them. Many sacrifice if you want to be a strong man. If you know if you hold at them, my brother make you back down. Yeah, cause they want to test my soul, and they want to try my patience. Let's go. They no fit stop my melody. Now who they watch my status? Nothing go shelle for this one now. You go tire. Something must happen for this boy, yeah. My desire. Thank you so much.
Lovely. The Rays got the voices, and that's Ray Cooper. Another round of applause. You know you've got to be generous with your applause, right? Come on, let's do it better. That's what I'm talking about. Up next, he is a man with a lot of swag, and he goes by the name... before him, though, we have Robbie K. Robbie K in the building. A round of applause. Let's appreciate him now. Robbie.
The African beauty. Yeah.
Woo! Come on now. You too much. I want you to pass the mic on. All right now. That was wonderful. Another round of applause. That's Robbie K. Yes, indeed. We have a few more to go. It's been a wonderful, wonderful night. I told you one man who's got the swag is going to hit the stage, but it looks like he's also a romantic. Make some noise for Romeo Swag. Come on.
Yeah. 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 Hey, step on the stage and I'm shining like diamonds, so well, let's get it again. I'ma care Romeo, where the hell you been? I told them I've been in a day. Life be lugu lugu logo ligili la sinjuni di lane. Cause generally oko me pe. Mon fiamme qui est egbo mon gbe. Yeah, sometimes he be taba, sometimes he go fi be sweet like sikilite. Ah, keji o kwe, ke o hingwe pe, o baya shik gbogbo koke. Ah, the difference of times is beyond the high school I feel koloko pe. Ah, so open your eyes, say tear off the blinds, keja o sele mokoko bear. Better let me in, so you see the beam, and I swear to God you are with danger. Moving steadily, me and all my G's, very soon we go pull up in ranger. Come on, no go be stranger. Hey, while I will timber. Everywhere I sing, be my legacy. Plus the boy no the year cause it twinga. Guess I'm an emo, they say your man no be emo, so why you emo, cafe of life a limbo, put you in limbo, life no be soft like a pillow, harder than tell listen. I go fi tell you about all of the times when living was basically next to hell. I go fi tell you when Koti don't pull up with AK, cough me, so sorry and kill. Catching care, but losses be what color I promise you'll be overwhelmed. I go fi tell you, I not go tell you. Time not be right to be ringing my bell, so when bashing I stay skimming. La 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 J screaming, put the emos inside of a beat like a bass rhythm. Shiny today, season I go bass up on bass like a day prison. Koloko yeah, this nigga koloko baby finger, koloko play reason. I dey want my to my shine and me a place reason. I'm shining like diamonds. Oh well, let's get it again. I'ma care Romeo, where the hell you been? I told him I've been in a day. Yeah, life be lugu lugu logo ligili last and unity lane. Cause generally oko be pe. Mon fiamme qui est egbo mon gbe. Yeah, sometimes he beat up, sometimes he go fi be sweet like sikilite. Hey, keji o kwe, ke o hingwe pe, o baya shik gbogbo koken. The difference in times is beyond the high school I feel like koloko pe. So open your minds, the tear of the blinds, keja o sele mokoko be. Ale, do me.
Catchy goes. They're gonna pass the mic on. Romeo Swag, that's right. You know, he's feeling himself. You know, he knows what he gets to do here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now we want to breathe in, breathe out. Woosa. All right, it's the first time on this stage, but make sure that you kill it. We've got your back. Up next is, you can see her yourself. Yeah, you're right. Make some noise now.
and listen.
You can give us one final dance to go with it. Woohoo! Love it so much. That's Yaira. So following Yaira is another one right on her table. Make some noise.
Quit loving me, just start loving me. Woo! Yeah, babe, I feel fight for fight just to get close to you. Can we find something, baby? And now we'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on a break. That got me feeling this way. No matter what I do, I'm not good without you. And I can't get enough. Must be love on a break. Baby, keep loving me. Just loving me. Yeah. Loving me. Loving me.
Thank you.
That's Babs, all right. A round of applause. Thank you so much, brother. You had some fun on the stage. Okay, woman, okay. She just needed a little, you should have brought that cup with you. All right, now. Wonderful, wonderful nights. We've seen literally everyone, and this is where I leave it to you and the judges. We are cutting down the numbers. We get to find out who actually makes it into the main contest. But I'd like to hear from our judges, Abiana and Kofi. How has the night been? Were you impressed? Kofi, let's start with you.
Well, it's been thrilling. Obviously, there have been performances that were really very entertaining, and there have been some that were somewhat a letdown to me personally, because I loved their voices, but you know, the approach to performance I felt could have used a little help. Obviously, there was a general problem when it came to microphone technique. A lot of you guys were copying the microphone, and when you do that, you make it difficult for us to hear you speak when you do this, you know, and this is much clearer. right? So microphone technique, very important. Also, the microphone, I'm sure as part of the boot camp, you'd go through some of this, but the microphone is also a tool, okay? If you have a light voice, you bring the microphone closer, we hear more bass. You can hear that. And the farther away you go, it's more treble, okay? So more treble, but if the volume is low, the engineer can bring you up a bit. So I wish you guys all luck. I can't wait to see those of you who get chosen, okay, by votes and, of course, by the kind courtesy of myself and Abiana.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kofi, for that. And this will be strictly you all. So let's have Abiana's word on this as well. Abiana, you enjoyed tonight?
Well, I really did enjoy every performance. There were people that really got me like up in my feelings. I really felt some people, their voices were very good. And I must say, for us to meet them in person, I think it was better than we see in some of the videos.
Absolutely.
So we get to appreciate what their talent really was and how they could actually use the stage. So it was fun. And then I'm looking forward to see those who go through.
That's right. For those who don't know who Abiana is, okay, Abiana's been singing for ages, from live music, and she has new music out as well, so go out and stream. All right, now, we also have our vocal coach in-house right now. You've been through this whole process, so kindly join us. You can join Abiana and Kofi as well. To our vocal coach, a round of applause. Share with us your thoughts. How did you find tonight and the performances?
Yeah, pretty close in terms of talent. There are a few that stood out, and I would say there's lots to learn, lots more to learn. It will be interesting to see over the series, after a few more training sessions and the tips from the judges and whoever we have on, it will be interesting to see how they improve and progress. So that will be very interesting to see.
It is a journey indeed, and Nicholas has been our vocal coach for today for boot camp. So thank you. A round of applause for our judges and for our vocal coach also. Yes, 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 yes. And that's how we're wrapping things up nicely on today's episode of Mentor 13. I tell you this, next week we get to find out who made it in, actually. Today we've seen a good number of them. Some of them have performed for the first time on television right here on the stage. For some, you could tell they were nerves. For some, you could see the potential. But who makes it into the main contest? Who has access to all these seasoned professionals to groom them and shape them and give them all the education that they need to become the next, global star? Love it, absolutely. We'll catch you again, same time next week as every Sunday at 8 p.m. My name is Crystal Kwame. Are you your ultimate 10 MC? See you next week at the launch. Leg out.
Many rise and many fall, many come walk through the door. But we stand firm and them run. Marathon we they run. Say them bad, better know we better than them by far. Wait till make you the thing say, we they come play for this place. You stand firm. In the street, in the hood, in the ghetto, when we pull up in a zone, go stand firm.
Yo, in every nook and every cranny, any corner of the ghetto, in a yard, we say
stand firm. This is for the Rasta youth and every ghetto youth with the Chibon talk. Stand firm.
And this is for the pastor, them and the choir master with the bread of dough. One man soldier, me call up a day. God among men, me said that again. If a raga thing, me I go do it again. Me not pray no voodoo, only Georgia. Praying again, recording again, dropping songs and performing again. We